Coach, your thoughts on advancing to the national semifinal?
Well, I thought we played an absolutely outstanding match, honestly, because this Georgia team is really good from top to bottom, and in particular, I think all year their doubles has been the best in the country. And we challenged our team today to step up and play more aggressive tennis and doubles, and in particular in the first 15 minutes, and that really set the tone. I thought we were flawless in doubles. This was the best we played all year. We played with no fear. And I thought we really went after them more than they did us. When we played here 2 months ago, the doubles point was over in 10 minutes. And we were not going to let that happen today. And credit to these guys, they bought in and they were flying left and right. And I'm just really super proud of that, because this win ranks way, way up there.
Also win number 400 of your career. Get any better? National semifinals against Georgia?
Well, that's of less significance, honestly. The fact that we won and that we get to play on Monday, that's what we're really worried about.
Bree, this was the highest ranked opponent you defeated in your career. Can you walk us through that match?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really tough match. She was a great competitor. I was just really trying to stay focused because there were points in the match where I was down by a couple games, so I was just really trying to stay focused and do the best I could do to come back and put a point on the board for the team.
Sophie, you had the clincher, but it was a tough second set to get yourself. What was the difference first between the first and the second set?
Well, first of all, she was playing really well the first set, and second set my goal was to stay out there because I knew the other matches were really close. And when I won the second set, I was just not gonna lose that third set. I was telling myself just to fight for every point, and my first errors were really low, so I think that was a big difference too, that I didn't make a lot of mistakes, and so yeah.
Her play was outstanding. I mean, I left in the middle of the second set. I really thought that she had found the groove and how to do it. I left to go look at our first year players down there, and I just saw this game after game tick away, so obviously she must have done something right.
Well, obviously your freshmen, even though they didn't finish, really battled their way into a third set. Can you talk about what you saw from them?
They handled themselves from start to finish. I mean, even in doubles, I thought both freshmen were really good. And this can be an overwhelming place to play, obviously, with the dogs barking, and I don't know how many people were here, but it can really get to you. And I thought both of them handled themselves great. And in singles, losing both first sets and then turning it around, I mean, it takes a mighty person to be able to do that against this quality of a Georgia team at their place. So obviously they've grown up and they're not freshmen anymore.
You took a risk by changing your doubles lineups. 1 and 3 had never played together virtually at all. What was it that you saw, and obviously the dividends that it pays off?
Well, it's not a first-time scenario for us. We've actually done it pretty much. I've been in Florida 13 years. So I think we've changed our doubles lineups within the year, every single year. And you look for little things. I mean, partnerships can get stale. Sometimes you need a spark. And when you change up to new teams, it sort of forces the players to communicate because they're not set in their ways, so on and so forth. And I've certainly seen that at 1 and at 3. 2, I thought, played outstanding today also, although they've played together, throughout the year. But that was probably the communication going, because I felt like the previous pairings, they were running a little stale.
Sophie, this is your 4 for 4 in national semifinal trips. How does that feel? You've always reached the semifinals in your career.
Yeah, it feels really good, but it's not over yet. We're gonna battle in the next round. Hopefully it won't stay, the semis. We'll see what happens, but I think we're all ready for it.
Any other questions?
Terrific.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.